Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us learn few more important concepts related to IAM. Okay. How many ways can I able to access AWS search? Let's say this is my AWS, right? Okay. How many ways can I access this AWS? I can able to access this AWS in two ways. How many ways? Two ways. What are the two ways, sir? What are the two ways? The two one way is one of the way is by using console access. By using console access, I can able to access my AWS. So what do you mean by console access, sir? It means by using AWS management console. By using AWS management console, we can able to access this AWS. What is this AWS management console, sir? Which is like a website where it is nothing but graphical user interface website. This is nothing but graphical user interface website, where in that website everything will be looks like icons. You just need to click the icons and do whatever you want to do. So in that way we can able to perform our tasks in AWS management console. That is same as like your Windows system, right? Yeah. So how to log in? How to log in? How can I able to log in for this management console, sir? You can able to log in for this management console is in two ways. First way is by using root account. You can log in by using root account. You can log in, or else by using IAM account also you can able to log in. So if I log in by using root account, what are the things do I need to provide, sir? I need to provide email and password. So what I need to provide when I log in with IAM user, sir? You need to provide username and password. What are the things? Username and password that you need to provide when you need to log in with IAM user. Okay. Now, so this you said you can access AWS by using two ways, right? So you said one way is this. So what about another way? The another way is by using programmatical access. By using programmatical access, you can able to access this AWS. So what do you mean by about programmatical access? So in this programmatical access, you can access AWS by using AWS SDK, by using either AWS SDK. What does SDK means? That means software development kit. So in that SDK, you write code and then execute the commands to access the AWS. That means you can create resource or delete resource, or you can perform any task by simply writing code. Whether you are a Java developer, you write Java code. You are a Python developer, you write a Python code, and so on. You can choose any language to do this. Or you can also perform the task, that is programmatical access. You can also access the AWS by using programmatically by using AWS CLI. What do you mean by about this AWS CLI, sir? Same like if you are using a Windows machine, you have command prompt, right? In the same way, AWS provides you command line interface where you can write, you can able to access all the AWS services by simply writing commands there. By simply writing commands, you can able to perform multiple tasks by using AWS service. For example, you can able to launch EC2 instance and you can able to do any task easily. So can I simply launch EC2 instance or create buckets in S3 without providing authentication in CLI or SDK? No, right? So without having authentication, we cannot even able to do anything. So without authentication, we cannot able to do anything. So how do this authentication happens? By using keys. By using keys? Yes, by using keys, this authentication must happens. We must need to provide authentication first. Then only we can able to perform any tasks in AWS. Okay. So how do we authenticate in this CLI or SDK, sir? By using keys. Which keys, sir? Access key and secret key. What are they? Access key as well as secret key. By using access key and secret key, we can able to provide authentication. That means identity to the AWS. Then only we can able to perform programmatical access. Okay. How do we get these access key and secret key, sir? We can get this access key and secret key from IAM services. If you open particular IAM user, if you open particular IAM user, for whom you want to create this programmatic access, for whom you want to create these keys for programmatic access, there an option available to you to create programmatic access. There an option is available for you to create programmatic access. So whenever if you click on create them, then you get these keys. What are they? Access key as well as secret key. You'll get these access key as well as secret key. So can every IAM user has different access and secret keys? Yes. Every IAM user has different access key and secret key. That means every IAM user has different access and secret keys, right? Then only AWS can able to identify the particular user, right? So to identify the particular user, while creating itself, AWS will provide different access key and secret keys to every user. So is it recommended to share? Is it recommended to share one user keys to other? Is it recommended to share one user keys to other user? No, it is not recommended to share. It is not recommended as a best practice to share one's keys to other because because these keys would not have MFA. So if anybody asks you, sir, can I able to do MFA for these keys? Then what is your answer? No, not possible. So it is recommended to create access and secret key for every user. Since MFA is not there, is it recommended for me? No. Whenever there is a need of programmatic access, then only create these keys. Otherwise, it is not recommended to create, right? Yes. Okay. Who can able to create these keys, sir? Who can create these keys? Who can create these keys? Who can able to create these keys? Root user can able to create these keys because he has the permission, or IAM user with IAM user with admin policies. What is the policy name? Admin policy can able to create these programmatic access to any users. So they only have the permissions to create this access. So who are having the permissions can able to create, right? So in this way they are having the access, so that's why they can able to create. Okay, now I gonna tell you very important certification question by using a real-time example. Okay, now you can tell me how many keys you have for your home. Two, right? Mostly 90% will maintain two keys only. Why two only? Why not one? One for them and one for spare, right? One for backup key, right? So mainly they'll maintain two keys, one for their daily use and one for their spare or backup. Okay. Here also, here also you can able to create two keys for programmatic access. Also you can able to create how many max keys? Two keys for a user. For a IAM user, how many max number of keys you can able to create? How many max number of keys that IAM user can have is only two keys. So very important certification question is how many programmatic keys that a user can be able to maintain. That means how many programmatic keys that can be able to creatable for a IAM user. How many? Two only. For a particular user, only two keys are we can able to create. More than that, AWS has not provided the access to create more than that keys. Okay. In programmatic and console access, IAM user have same permissions or they have different permissions. So if you if a IAM user, let's say I have an IAM user and for this user I given S3 access. I attached S3 policy to him. So he can have only S3 permissions, right? Now let's say I created the keys for him. Now he log in via CLI and accessing the AWS. Now can this user can able to access the EC2 instance? No, right? So in console access or programmatic access, IAM users have same permissions to access. So in both, what we can able to say from this, IAM user IAM user can have same service permissions in both console access or in both console access and programmatic access. So what are the permissions or policies that we attach to the IAM user? Those are the only permissions which are present for the IAM user. If you log in via console or programmatic access, only those permissions are present for the user. So can I able to delete the existing keys for IAM user? Yes. Let's say for an instance, my IAM user lost his key pair. Now can I able to remove the key pair for that IAM user? Yeah, I can able to. I can able to delete the existing keys. So since I have deleted the existing keys and I can have ability to maintain two keys for a user, can I able to create another key? Yes, you can able to create any number of keys. You can able to create any number of keys. But what is the condition? At max, at max, a IAM user can only have two keys for this programmatic access. This IAM user can only have two keys for the programmatic access. So can I able to delete the existing keys? Yes. If I create again, do I get the same old keys or new keys? So everyone is having the same confusion. So if you create a new key, then it will be same like your old keys or it will be new key. So if you create a new key, if you create a key, then it will be new key. We do not get we do not get the we do not get the old keys. We do not get the old keys again. So whenever you created a new key, then you got new key of secret key and access key. You do not get again the previous old keys. Whenever you created, sir, when do these keys, that is secret key and access key, is visible to me? Whenever you created the keys, at that moment only it is visible to you. At that moment you can have ability to even download. So whenever you created your secret key and access key for any user or for programmatic access to any user, then you immediately share it to that user, because if you close the console, then if you close that window in the console, then you cannot able to see it again. So that's why it is recommended to download the file or and share the file to the IAM user where who you want to provide that programmatic access. So if you forgot to share it, then what happens? Then the key will be lost, right? So you need to again remove it and again need to create it. Okay. Can I say once keys are lost, they are never retrieved back? Yes. If you want keys, then what you need to do? You need to create new keys again. You need to create new keys only. How many times can you able to create? You wish. But max number of keys that a IAM user have is only 2. So let's have a certification question. Can I create since these keys do not have MFA, is it recommended to create keys for root account? These keys do not have MFA. So now you can tell me, is it recommended to create these keys for root account? Strictly no. Don't create keys for root account. So what is the recommendation? It is recommended. It is recommended strictly. Do not create keys. Do not create programmatic accessible keys for root account. So since they are not having MFA, it is not recommended to create the keys for root account. If once they lost, the account will be hacked. So that's why, since it is not even having MFA, what is the recommendation? It is not recommended to create, it is not recommended to create keys for your root account. What keys? Why they are used? For programmatic access, right? For programmatic access, it is strictly recommended that you not able to create keys for root account. So I hope you understood this video and you learn about different types of logins which are possible to AWS, how many ways we can able to access the AWS, and you got a good idea with console access versus programmatical access. So in the programmatical access also, you have a good idea with what about the keys. So I hope this video is contentful to you and you have something learned new things in this video. If you feel this video is contentful and you revised some topics or learned new things, then please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. See you back in the next video. Until then, bye bye. Thanks for watching again.